This is a very short speech because I've timed it. I'm not sure how many of you have read the Fires of Heaven trilogy. This work was lovingly crafted over many, many years, and the landscape was detailed, rich, and a character of all its own. It's a deep and fulfilling quest fantasy. Knowing Russell over the years and reading his work, I can say that he's a man, a person who likes to read. He also likes fantastical places, either in strange worlds or in the deeply familiar rural past. When I think of Russell's first trilogy and this second trilogy, I have to relate it in an analogy. The Fires of Heaven was a vehicle. It was lovingly crafted, and Russell slid into the driver's seat and took it for a spin. He did a bit of sightseeing, he stopped to smell the roses, and he photographed some views. The Huss trilogy is where he takes this car, this vehicle, and takes it for a spin. Believe me, I've been a passenger when Russell's driving. The first time we met, after being acquainted on the internet, he took me to Matamata out to Hobbiton. I don't know how many speed limits he broke, but I remember walking away from that going, Russell's a hoon. then most recently, a bunch of us got together in Mittung, in Gippsland, Victoria, for a writer's retreat. And I had the exhilarating misfortune of being a passenger in Trudy Canavan's Mini, while Russell was at the wheel. He put that sporty Mini through its paces. He tackled those corners and drove the car within an inch. It made me quite woozy when I got out of the car.
So you decoked the engine?
Yes. Well, this is Husk. Russell shaves the curves. He zooms down the hills. He drives a mean plot. And now that he's comfortable in the driver's seat, he's flexing that wonderful imagination of his. He's working his character mojo in top gear. If you've read the first two instalments, Path of Revenge and Dark Heart, then you have met the wonderful, memorable Linares and the complex Notice. Here are two characters that intrigue me. Linares is a wonderful construct, able to engage the emotions and the intellect of the reader. Notice, on the other hand, is sometimes annoying, and at other times inspirational. And again we see Stella from the first series, a new and mature perspective, and also providing a link between the two series. There is something inexplicably Kiwi in his work. I haven't quite pinned it down. Perhaps it's the variety of landscapes contained in this world, because New Zealand has a variety of landscapes. The mist, the geothermal areas, the rain, the sea. Perhaps it is the landscape that influences Russell. At least, thank God, his stories do not have cricket and rugby in them. So, I commend this book to you, Beyond the Wall of Time. It's a must read. It's essential to see how this plot concludes and what happens to the characters. And as Russell is the guest of honour at this convention, I can share with you some observations about him. I can give you ammunition to tease him or even to respect him. Russell is mad about maps. Russell is mad about Lego. He's also keen on Cornish ware and has a largest collection. Russell is a decent bloke. That means he doesn't wear a trench coat and have duct tape in his pocket and offer people lollies. He cooks a mean roast lamb, and the roast parsnips are to die for. Russell likes golf. We call it whacking. This is the group of us that go on writers' retreat with him. And when he comes on writers' retreats in Australia, he sticks to New Zealand time. That way he can get up early and whack his little balls around the countryside. And then he rocks up later and says, well, I didn't have a big word count because I played golf. But we know Russell, we know.
Oh yeah, it's all about the size of the word count.
Yes. So last January, we all got acquainted with the beach whale YouTube clip. I'm sure you are familiar with that.
Yeah.
Well, we gave Russell heaps of ribbing about that. Heaps beach jazz, eh, Russell? Well, we gave Russell his comeuppance, and we came up on our little board where we write our goals. We had whack daz. But the Huss trilogy is heaps good, bro. It's heaps good as.
Oh!